Hey guys, and welcome to another modding showcase. Today I'm showcasing TotalFNEclipse's WWF Eras Hulkamania mod for GM Spectre's WWF Wrestlemania X SK Edition. So this is a mod that focuses on the Hulkamania era, specifically from 1989 to 1993. So the explosion of the Mega Powers, the Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, and the arrivals of the likes of The Undertaker, Psycho Sid, and Ric Flair in the World Wrestling Federation. So a golden era mod in many ways. TotalFNEclipse has released two mods. He's released this mod, and he's also released a new generation mod that I will record footage for right after this, but I will bring you that video tomorrow. So if you're curious about checking out these projects, please do. Now some important information here. This was originally not tested on Project 64, and this created a problem where the saves would not be read on Project 64. So I spent the day trying to figure this out, hopelessly failing to figure it out, and finally I tapped out and I asked KWG, who's the creator of the Project Neon Green Edition mod for WrestleMania 2000. I said, can you help me? And he figured out a fix for it. So if you are intending to play this on Project 64, please make sure you download the saves that I have in the pinned comment and the description. I will be sending those saves to the creator of the mod so that he can update the links for them for people who want to play on Project 64. He'll have to create a separate folder for that, but yes, if you've downloaded this mod and you say, oh, why is it not working for Project 64? Don't worry, you are not alone. Even I was stumped by that. So please download the saves that I have. I've sent them to the creator of the mod, but he hasn't responded yet, and hopefully he's responded and updated the links by the time this video comes. But basically it comes down to the way the saves are done on the EverDrive compared to the way the saves are done on Project 64. So all that technical jargon out of the way, all you need when it comes to this is the save and a version of GM Spectre's Wrestlemania X SK Edition. You can download the ROM that comes with the download, but it seems to make no difference because on Project 64 it still reads as SK Edition. So without further ado, time to go through the roster for this mod. So as I said, it's a Hulkamania era edition mod, so expect all your favorites, but let's go through them here anyway. This is some people's favorite parts of the video. So a lot of people have always wanted a golden era mod, a golden era ROM hack, because people love Challenge 64, but they'd love something that they could run on their consoles. So this might be as close as you get, ladies and gentlemen. Even though we have the fantastic Wallywood's Primetime Wrestling, and we also have, I believe there's a golden era mod by KVG as well, which I've showcased on the channel. So there's a lot, but those are KVG's one is definitely a texture mod. Let's get down to the roster though before I get sidetracked. So we've got Hogan, we've got Beefcake, we've got Savage, we've got Zeus, we've got Andre the Giant, we've got Ted DiBiase, we've got the Big Boss Man, we've got the Akeem, so we've got the Twin Towers. We have the Ultimate Warrior, who was heavily requested for this mod when it originally came out, and I believe that's the face paint that was added in. We have Ravishing Rick Rude, we have Earthquake and Dino Bravo. Very good. We've got Mr. Perfect, we've got the Genius, and we've got the Heart Foundation in Brett and Jim. We've got Dusty Rhodes, we've got the Honky Tonk Man, which, by the way, I think that might be my favorite face in all of the mod. I think that looks genuinely fantastic. Excellent work here. Jake the Snake Roberts, Rick Martel, Roddy Piper, Bad News Brown, the Rockers, Marty and Sean. I do like that hair change for Marty. Probably should change that myself. Sergeant Slaughter, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Smash. Do we still have Repo Man? We have Axe. Okay, we have Axe. Pretty cool. We have Crush. Do we have Kona Crush? Oh, we have Axe for both of them. Oh, we do have Kona Crush still. We have Haku. We have King Haku. Looking very good. We've got Greg the Hammer Valentine, Brooklyn Brawler, Terry Taylor as the Red Rooster. We have the Undertaker. We have Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. We've got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, we've got Knobs and Sags, the Nasty Boys, we've got the Legion of Doom in Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal. We've got Nails, wow. I hope all of his moves are chokeholds, that would be fantastic. We've got Ric Flair, we've got Sid Justice, we've got the Mountie, we've got Typhoon, we've got Tito Santana, we've got Virgil, we've got Hercules, we've got Paul Roma, so we've got the Power and the Glory. We have the British Bulldog, we have the Tonka, IRS, Papa Shango, the Warlord, the Barbarian, the Beverly Bros, and I think they actually have the Rougeau brothers in here too, which is really, really cool. We have Razor, we have Shawn, we have Owen Hart, we have Lex Luger, we have the Steiner brothers, and we have the special attractions in King Kong Bundy, Adrian Adonis, Kamala, Mr. Fuji, and everyone's favorite 0807. And here you have all your managers from the original mod as well. Sensational Sherry looking fantastic. So, every big name from 1989 to 1993 is pretty much here. This is really, really cool, and there's some interesting attire choices here. I think this is meant to be Rumble 1990 when he first started wearing the long pants. That's obviously meant to be WrestleMania 7 against the Warrior. Some really cool stuff, but we have the Mega Maniacs here, and I think I just have to go for the Mega Maniacs. Look at that, that's great. Really cool work here. So let's see, Mega Maniacs, so that's 91, 92. I really missed that feature from Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 where you can just press start and go through the rosters. Fortunately you can't here, so we've got Ric Flair, and well, it was supposed to be Macho versus Machismo in 92. Let's see, we'll go with, yeah. So there we go. The Tornado Tag, TKO, always a fun option, but not today. And Blood, it's a big no-no in the day, but Flair's in there, so why not? You know, Flair's in there, anything can happen, no DQ. Alright, so let's have a look. So we have Savage and Warrior the Ultimate Maniacs versus Flair and Razor Ramon on things. So of course the themes aren't changed or anything like that, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world for me. I really, really like this idea. This has been really, really cool to see. It dropped out of nowhere, like I said. I wasn't expecting anything, and it just came out of the blue. And the amount of effort and detail that went into it, tremendous stuff. If you check out the Reddit post, which I should have linked in the comment section, you will see that just the sheer amount of detail, thought, and planning that went into it was really, really awesome to see. I couldn't believe the details that I was reading, because they really did just come out of the blue. I'm getting my ass whooped here. Just scrolling the Reddit, didn't expect to see anything, and there it was. And like I said, I spent the day trying to figure it out, and it really frustrated me because I was like, I must be missing something simple. There's no way. But I was happy, even though I was angry at the end of the day when everything was figured out. I was still happy to know that it was possible to play this and that other people get to enjoy it now, which is the main thing at the end of the day. But I'm not enjoying it as things are going here because I'm getting absolutely destroyed. I recently made a tribute to KVG's Super Slam Showdown, so I'm used to be playing on the beginner difficulty where they don't fight back. And as you can see, the learning curve has been quite difficult. This is on hard, as always, for my recordings, and I'm getting absolutely mauled. And Razor just hit me with a double axe handle. So what's your favorite era? Or favorite year of the Hulkamania era? I would have to say, for me, I personally love 1989. I think SummerSlam 89 is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. But you've got Dusty Rhodes coming in, you've got Savage, you've got Hogan. Savage and Hogan is one of my favorite storylines ever. I think it's done wonderfully, and I think I've said it before, but Randy Savage's WrestleMania arc from WrestleMania 4 all the way to WrestleMania 8 is one of my favorite arcs in all of wrestling. I think his story and everything wrapped around Liz and everything is just tremendous at that time. But the Hogan and Savage implosion is just tremendous stuff to watch, and it just gets better as the year goes on. Savage going more and more crazy, and of course it culminates wonderfully at WrestleMania 7 with Liz coming out to help Savage. And even though he lost his career match, I don't know how they got around that stipulation. You know, Jack Tunney pulling some crazy stuff. I'm going to lose this, ladies and gentlemen. I have been neglecting what's been going on here, and oh no, please not. What a German! That's the same German that Vader threw at Antonio Inoki. But I'm not dead. I'm still alive. But it's not looking good for the Ultimate Maniacs. But yeah, as I said, 1989, Heart Foundation, doing great stuff. But you also have the Rockers in there, Power and Glory. Honky Tonk is still very, very much fun. And the Rise of the Warrior, the Rise of Rick Rude. there's just a lot of good stuff going on in the company at that time. 1990 is still fun, with the arrival of Earthquake and when he does Hogan and all that, but I still think 1989 is probably my favorite year of the Hulkamania era, because yeah, it's great when all those big stars are really coming in and you have the likes of Warrior on top and Flair and Undertaker, and of course Royal Rumble 92 is just a fantastic moment. Possibly my favorite Rumble of all time. Maybe 2001 might just be a little bit higher because I did grow up as a WWF Attitude kid. But yeah, I think all of that era, of course, is fondly remembered. But for me, my favorite year is 1989. Oh my god. Ooh, nearly a roll up. I think he had the tights. But we're good. And it's just really cool to see this in ROM hack form. I know that GM Spectre has recently talked about his own plans to possibly do something like this in the future. He's currently working on the next version of Project Outsider, which I'm sure will be phenomenal based on all the calls that are hidden away there, like the Insane Clown Posse and Raven and more. So that would be really, really fun. It's such a shame that I went through the story mode, because I don't know how much more could be added to it at this stage. I'm going to get choked out. No, belly to back suplex. But he's been talking about doing that. He also talked about doing a WCW, I think it was called The Big Bang. So after WCW closed and Bischoff came on telephone or whatever, said that yeah, they're going to relaunch and their whole big program is going to be Steiner and Goldberg and they're going to push forward and all that. Sort of what if. I think that's a really cool idea too, considering that we don't have anything that really represents WCW in 2000 or 2001. You know, we have Backstage Assault, but you know, the less said about Backstage Assault, the better, because it's absolute garbage. I can't believe I did a playthrough. Oh yes, I might as well talk about that now. I am slowly but surely making my way towards 15,000 subscribers, and I wanted to do something. You know, I want to do something, but I really don't know what. But I think I should do something for 15,000 subscribers, and I'm not sure, but I wanted to do, the thoughts that came into my head was like playthroughs of stuff that I haven't done, and like really in-depth playthroughs in the sense that, you know, someone torturing myself playing Backstage Assault, or playing the ECW or WWF Acclaimed games, because when I talk about those games, you know, a lot of people don't like those games, but I do. I really like them, so I thought it'd be interesting to see me torture myself going through career modes for them, or maybe the showcase modes from WWE 13 with the Get the F in mod, so all the WWF logos added to those arenas. I think that could be interesting. Or maybe 2K14 showcase mode, or maybe 2K15 or 16. I think that could all be really fun ways to celebrate 15,000 subscribers on the channel. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's many different ways we could go about it. But yeah, I'll continue to go through the roster here. So I'm looking for some. I have to go for Honky. Like, look at that. It's just. I think he might be a little bit heavy. I don't know if he was ever that fat, but maybe the bodysuit covered up a lot. But this is just tremendous. So I'm gonna look at this. I see Jake. Jake. Oh wow. What is that? That's Bam Bam's tights. Okay, so that's the evil Jake. And that's good guy Jake. What is, okay, I'm not really familiar with that. So who would feasibly, who would he actually beat? Who could I get the win over? Oh, El Matador, Tito Santana, possibly. Let's see, who could the Honky Tonk beat here? There's not a lot he could get. Let's see if we could get a little win over Brett here. Honky and Bret the Hitman Hart at the Royal Rumble. 30 man. Fighting for the chance to go to Wrestlemania. Whoops. Forgot to end that. So here we go then. Honky Tonk Man versus Bret Hart. Okay. Well, that's the shake, rattle, and roll, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if I have it as a move like that, I don't know. He just buried me. Bret was like, oh no, that's fucking weak shit. Guess I wonder what my finisher is now. If I can just hit the shake, rattle, and roll right off the bat. I mean, where's there to go? Where do we go from here? Oh, look at that. Smacking up the knee. All jokes aside, Honky Tonk Man, one of the greatest themes in wrestling ever. Like, that is Jim Johnston. Come on. That might be his best work, in my opinion. That thing is just it's so rockabilly, it's so Elvis, and it's just but I don't know if it actually now. I say Jim Johnston, but did Jimmy Hart write it? Was Jimmy Hart involved with it? I think it's possible. It is actually quite possible that it might be Jimmy. Oh my god, is it Jimmy? I don't know now. I'll have to check. I might have boxed myself in with that one. I think Jimmy might have done vocals on it. A big boo from Honky. The excellence of execution with an inverted atomic drop. Nobody does it better than Brett. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And he proves so once again. But yeah, I'm really impressed with some of the face choices here and the attire choices. I really think that he did the best he could with what he has. And it makes me hungry for a Golden Age mod. So, you know, GM, I know you're watching this. I know you're checking this out. I know you check that stuff out. We'd love to see it. Once you're done with Project Outsider, of course. We don't want to rush you or anything. We want to see what Project Outsider has, because I love that mod. It's so wild and crazy. And I think you need more stuff like that. Like, I of course love the timeline accurate stuff. It's some of my favorite stuff, but it's nice to have something wacky as well, especially when you get all the references. So I'm a big Yakuza fan, and of course we all love Botchamania and all those various sources. So, and there's a couple of OSW stuff in there too. So if you watch OSW and you watch my channel, kind of coke to you, sir. And if you are such a big OSW fan, you can say, what bar is Honky Tonk Man here? Because I can't think of a chocolate bar that's light blue with red. I don't know. Maybe a refresher, maybe an animal bar. I don't know if anyone's gonna get that reference though. Because that's like, that's really, I wouldn't even say that's really European, I would say that's really Irish. Big clothesline from Honky. He's never been such a good worker in all his life. Look at this. Oh, shit. That didn't work. Counter. Oh. Now you're in for a Brett. Look at here. Yeah, you can all kiss my ass, because here it is. Boom! Shake, rattle, and roll. Excuse me, Brett. You were not supposed to no-sell my finish. That didn't exist back then. Only in All Japan and New Japan would such a thing exist. There it is. Don't no-sell it a second time. Don't you dare. Okay. 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 That's how it is, huh? I'll just choke you out then. Samoan drop by Honky. Obviously an honorary Samoan here. He used to stand... He's stealing from Hogan now, my god. A Honky Tonk Man. Stealing from the best. He's an honorary Samoan, and he's also a close friend of the Hulkster. That's why he can drop the leg, brother. Oh my god, he's also watched a bit of Stan Hansen in his spare time. Let's see who else we can rip off. Oh, I don't know who used to do that. Tatsumi Fujinami. Yeah, let's just throw out names now. He's been studying tape. Oh! Oh, he was going for a burning lariat here. Honky Tonk Man. He's obviously, he's channeled his inner Shijinko. If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, Shijinko, obviously, one of the greatest fighters of all time for the simple fact that he could steal everybody else's moves. So here is Honky Tonk. He's just throwing people around like Vader now. Honky Tonk is going, oh my god, if I have a powerbomb now. Oh my god! Argentine backbreaker, Honky Tonk, Bruno Sammartino. This is crazy. Now I'll just go Honky Tonk Jushin Liger and hit him with a Brainbuster. Oh no, that was too much for Brett. Brett was like, nah, here. No. To the ropes. Oh, big lariat from Brett. No lariat from me. He's selling those ribs though. He knows. He knows it's coming. He just doesn't want to admit it. Big suplex. Into the ring. That's it, it's over. Oh my god, Bret Hart here. Proving why, once again, I hate to face him in videos. Because he's an absolute animal. Nope, didn't fall for that. Oh, fell for that though. Drop toe hold. Beautiful here. Oh, why am I trying to running grapple? Wrong game, Sean. Wrong game. You fool. Nice belly to back from Bret. I know sell that because I'm the Honky Tonk Man. Oh, oh, you didn't get all of that one. Another belly to back from Brett. He is setting up for something big here. Honky Tonk Man needs to turn the tide. But he just can't. He just can't get away from the excellence of execution. There's a nice rib breaker. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Honky Tonk Man. He's been caught. Sharpshooter. We used to be friends. You guys helped me attack Randy Savage to form the Mega Powers. Where did it all go wrong? Oh, big boot. This man. A Honky Tonk Man. Oh, is he the Honky Tonk Man? Steve Williams. He's got so many. He's got so much character in him. There's a sit-out pile driver, as opposed to a Texas pile driver. Oh, sweet jeez. I'm not even getting the 2 count now. He's become even stronger. What sort of abilities does this man have? He's like Goku or something. He just keeps coming back stronger and stronger. Oh no, he's running through his spots. Great. Russian leg sweep, yeah. Middle rope elbow and everything, yeah. No, Inzaguri. A Honky Tonk Man picked up a few things on his tour of All Japan. What a man he is. There's a... I can't believe this. Oh, yes. Right, now I'm going to roll him up. The proper way to finish such a contest. Nope. No. Oh, he's running through his spots again. Oh no! Honky, no! Don't tap. Don't tap, Honky. Don't tap! Oh. Truth be told, I don't even know if he would tap. Because I still to this day do not know if the sharpshooter works the back or the legs. You know, it's one of those things that always bothers me when I go for a recording. I'm like, I should probably check to make sure so I can finish the match, because, you know, it takes a long time to wear down a body part for these kind of matches. But I never end up doing it because I'm an idiot. But please let it be. Oh my god. Never picking Bret Hart again. Oh my god. Man, if Honky wrestled like this, I'd probably watch him a lot more. Would have been a fantastic wrestler. Oh, there's the lariat. Into the sleeper. Hopefully Bret taps. I've done enough damage. No, of course not. We want more, the fans scream. A spin kick, really? And a drop kick? Wait. Oh! The excellence of execution. Oh my god, my neck. He's not even selling it. He's just a pavement. How are you not dead? No. No. Nope. Here's a clothesline for you. Into the ring. Beautiful suplex. Honky now. This is obviously meant to be him dancing. Don't think he could really ever dance anyway. But maybe that was part of the gimmick. Oh yes. The strength of the Honky Tonk Man. Now you're in it, Bret. Now you're in deep shit. Here we go. Gonna finish this off now. No, never mind. I spoke too soon. DDT into the shake, rattle, and roll. Finally put to rest the damn Hart family. There you go. Go home to stew with it. I can't believe you bet my boy. Yes. The Honky Tonk Man. Bet your boy, Stu. There we go. There's a little dance for you. Look at that. Shake, rattle, and roll. Boom! That's what we love to see. So one more for the new gen, and then we shall call it a break. I'm kind of curious to see what the cage looks like in GM Spectre's mod. I haven't checked it before. Maybe it'll be blue, maybe it'll be black. We shall see. And ooh, Zeus and Hogan sounds like a fun one. But also the idea of Nails getting in there with the big boss man could be quite fun. I don't know why, I think Nails is just such a fun inclusion. I'm gonna try and knock him out. There's Nails. Nails versus the big boss man. This is the blow off we never got to see that we should have seen between these two. If only Vince hadn't made advances. Oh, the cage is blue. Fantastic. I never really play that many cage matches though. I don't know why. It's funny when AEW Fight Forever came out. Like lots of people would be like, "Oh, where's a cage match? Where's a cage match?" And I'm like, really? People play that many cage matches? They don't think the AI just tries to run away and makes the matches horrible? Like, are you for real? Like, oh god! Like, yeah, like, do people really love cage matches? Because, like, when I think of SmackDown 1 and SmackDown 2, I don't really like cage matches. I like them in Inspire's mod, because he's made it possible to have weapons in there and pin people in the ring. I like cage matches with pins. I obviously like cage matches with no pins to watch. Now, see, this, I could be fucked here. Oh no, got him. But, to play, I don't know if there's ever been... Obviously, the worst cage match ever has to be Showdown Legends of Wrestling. If you ever played that game where it has the mini game and it's like you're trying to walk out the door and it makes you do the A tapping minigame, it looks so stupid. Because obviously, even if you're really fast, even if you have a turbo controller, you're still there for like 10 seconds bent over the rope. And it's like, just walk out! You know, just like, get out of there, you know? But it's crazy. It's crazy. So I've never been a lover of cage matches in wrestling games. I've never really... I don't know. Do I like the war games and the newer one, 2K25? Maybe. It's kind of cool. Ow. Gotta shake it. He's gonna get it on green. Oh no, never mind. There's no escape. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? There we go. What a bump. Yeah, the most I've seen of a cage match is if I watch WrestleMania 2000's intro. Because there's obviously a lot of cage match clips in there. I never really got into it. Never really got into it. I always thought it was just not that interesting. But, you know, I think it's in, what is it, SVR 2006. They have the Legends blue cage. Looks fantastic. Really does, like, really does look cool. And maybe I should play more cage matches. But that's one of my favorite animations, and I think it's in one of the mods. I want to say it's Loco's World Tour, which is a mod based on WWE during 2010 and 2011. But you can actually catapult them into the cage. Like, he's got the animation set up so you can do that, and that looks pretty sick. But as hopefully we near the end of this showcase, I have to say that this is a fantastic roster choice from TotalFNEclipse's. The roster choices are really solid here. I think this is going to be a mod that pleases a lot of people, and I think that people are really going to enjoy this one, and hopefully now people can enjoy it on Project 64, and that is no longer a concern for anyone. That is really good news, because it's always disappointing when a mod comes out and a certain community isn't able to play it. Although, I might have to say something a little bit controversial here. I don't think it's super controversial, but I see it more as a sort of worrying trend. Obviously, when a mod comes out, there seems to be more and more negativity coming with mods coming out if they don't run on hardware. And I can't say I really agree with that mindset at all. As in, I understand if it's playable on hardware and it's more accessible for more people, I think that's a great thing. No arguments there, but there seems to be like this entitlement now where every mod should be a ROM hack, or every mod should be able to be played on everything. And it's just kind of, people are dismissing certain projects. Like, there's a difference when I see in my comments, when I see people say, oh, I wish this played on I wish this played on hardware. I wish I could play this on my phone. There's a difference between that and someone saying, oh, this just outright sucks because you can't play it on such and such, you know? A jackknife? Okay. I thought it was going to be some sort of chokehold. Come on, big man. Climb, climb, climb. Get up there. Get up there. Come on. This might be my first cage match that I actually win on camera during a video. But yeah, there seems to be this worrying thing where it's like they're dismissing projects if they don't work on everything or they don't work on hardware. And I really hope that we're not going down that route, because that would be really disappointing to me, that people are just going to outright say that texture mod sucks, or they don't want texture mods anymore, or just dismiss people's work because, oh, it doesn't run on hardware, oh, it doesn't run on, you know, I don't know these consoles, you know, because I'm not saying that I think it's not a shame when it doesn't run on hardware. I do think it's a shame, and I understand the appeal of wanting to play these mods on hardware, but I really don't think that we should outright dismiss somebody's work if it doesn't run on hardware. But that's my 2 cents. That's my, I suppose, a perhaps controversial opinion, but you know, people will let me know as the video goes on. So that is TotalFNEclipse's WWF Eras Hulkamania mod for GM Spectre's Wrestlemania X SK Edition. So if you're a fan of the Golden Era, if you prefer that to the roster present in GM Spectre's Wrestlemania X SK Edition, maybe this is the mod for you. It does run on EverDrive, it does run on Android, and it is just a save file, so it's not a texture mod, so it's basically an update to the ROM hack. So this has been another episode of Modding Showcase. I'm Sean O'Connor. I'll catch you tomorrow for the New Generation edition. Take care, bye bye.